Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I have my third layout using the Marks & Company kit from Studio Calico. And this page is going to complement the last layout that I did about my sorority sister Kristen's wedding. This is a 4x4 picture of all 6 of us, Kristen included, on the dance floor at her reception. So I am using some papers here. The background paper is from Amy Tangerine, and that was included in the kit. And then the 2 other, that pink paper and the yellow paper, are both actually from my Valley High kit that I still had sitting next to my desk. So I just kind of grabbed them to help layer in the background. So I am using that heart doily that's from my stash, and I cut it to make it fit behind the 4x4 elements better because it was a little bit too hidden just the way it was. So I just made it a little longer, and the center is going to be covered up anyway. So I'm just using my ruler to line it up to make sure that it's going to go straight and look like it's a longer heart than it actually is. And so that's a 4x4 picture, and I'm going to use this frame to frame it out. And it's literally the 6 of us dancing. And we finally got Kristen, even though her back is to the camera, we finally got her in a picture there. That's the only one I have. But, you know, that's fine. It's your wedding day. I remember that all too well. So I'm using 2 frames here on this page, and these are from Dear Lizzie. It's a package that came in the kit. And one obviously framed my picture there, and this one is going to hold my journaling. And I'm just putting it on some white cardstock there so I can do my writing on it. It's a cute little black and white polka dot. And then the one that frames the picture says, it's a floral, and it says, "I love this" in the corner. So I'm going to do my journaling on there. I wanted to add a little bit more to it besides just journaling, so I'm going to stamp. This stamp set came in the kit, and that says "Amazing Moment," and I'm just going to use my StazOn ink to stamp that on there. And I'm also going to use a little strip of the gold washi tape that came in the kit as well underneath that, and then I'll do my journaling. Thinking a little bit on what I was going to do. I'm going to add some washi down here at the bottom first, actually, and then I'm going to highlight it at a second place in there in the journaling spot. I guess it takes me a while to figure out that I want to put it there. And I'm watching The Leftovers as well, so I'm sure that's a little bit distracting me right now. And I know I'm gonna stitch first apparently. I'm gonna hand stitch these little flowers that are on that Amy Tangerine stitching template that came in the kit. I'm gonna stitch 2 of them right now, and then I add a 3rd one later on. But I'm just making my holes in the 2 places that I know I want them to go. And I'll start stitching it so you can kind of see how I started off, and then I'll turn the camera off to finish it up. But I'm going to use this gray thread. And I use washi tape to secure the backs of it because I don't tie knots very well. So washi tape holds it in place perfectly. So I'm just going to get 2 little flowers here hand stitched. And they are both done now. And I'm going to add a 3rd one later on, but you'll see that later. And here's where I decided to put some washi tape on the journaling spot here. And I'm going to go ahead and do my journaling now, and I'm talking about how in college we were always like the first ones on the dance floor. We didn't care if no one else was dancing. We love to go out and, you know, have a few drinks and dance and just let loose. And we always had a great time, whether, you know, we were making fools of ourselves, or we always had so much fun on the dance floor together. And it was fun to be on the dance floor at her wedding reception because it had been 10 years since we'd all seen each other, you know, in a group like that. So, and we got on that dance floor and nothing had changed. We were just goofing it up and having a great time, and it was so much fun. So those are two little resin navy blue flowers, and I'm putting those in the center of the stitched flowers. Sorry, you can hear my dog Annabelle walking around on the wood floor here. She's coming to see what's up. She's a boxer. So these letters are from my stash. They're from Basic Gray, and I wanted to highlight the navy that I had in those flowers. And the wood veneer alphas that came in the kit I was not gonna be able to spell out what I wanted to. So I had gotten into my stash and found these navy that worked out perfectly. And my title is gonna be Tearing Up the Dance Floor. And I will use a white mini alphabet from Basic Gray that came in the kit as well to do kind of a little subtitle below the picture there in a bit. So I'm kind of lining it up to where I want it to all be. And I love that alphabet, but especially the E's. I have trouble with the E's because when I take the sticker part off the back, it takes up some of the actual letter as well. So I had to use glossy accents to put down both the E's, just because part of it came up with the sticker. But can't tell from the top, so it's fine. And I forgot to put the dot over the I. I actually end up doing that after the layout's done, and I was looking at it, I think even the next day, and I looked at it, I was like, oops. So it's on there now. I don't know if it's on there in the close-ups or not, I'll have to see. But it's on there now. And I'm just kind of lining it up to see, because I want to make sure I don't want to have to be putting the F right where the P is, you know, and have, you know, just I want them to line up nicely and flow together. So I kind of lined them up before I started sticking stuff down. And the E again, man, I'm telling you. Just the E's, it was so weird. And of course I have 3 of them. And there is my title, all done. And that's the little mini alpha that came in the kit. And underneath I'm going to put Phi Sig style. Our sorority was Phi Sigma Sigma. And so we called ourselves Phi Sig. And so the whole thing together will be Tearing Up the Dance Floor Phi Sig style. So I'm going to start doing a couple little clusters here. I'm going to use some of these asterisks, use big yellow and a couple little gray ones. The gray ties into the gray thread that I use to stitch the flowers as well. And here's where I decided to do a 3rd flower. And I don't think I turned the camera off for this one so you see the whole thing, but it goes pretty quick. It's a small design. I'm going to go ahead and get that done. And I used up almost all that thread, so hopefully I'll be able to use that up in the next couple layouts. Oops, hit my camera, sorry. And I have a 3rd navy flower as well. Only 3 came in that little package, so I end up using up all 3 of those navy flowers there with these stitch flowers, so that's good. Sorry, my dogs are being so loud. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're being so loud right now. My Boston Terrier is now like licking the dining room floor underneath where my girls eat, hoping that they drop something from breakfast, I swear. They're so funny. So I actually really enjoy hand stitching on my layouts. It's almost therapeutic. Sometimes I'll, if it's a big design, I'll get it all ready and then I'll sit in front of the TV, or in this case, I'm sitting in front of my iPad watching The Leftovers. But you sit there and just watch some TV and do some stitching, and it's kind of relaxing, actually. I'm glad that this kit came with that template because it got me to start stitching again. And I'll go through phases where I'll do a lot of it, and then sometimes I won't do any for, it's been a long time since I've hand stitched on my layouts, so it's getting me back into it a little bit, and I'm enjoying it. Just back and forth and back and forth, almost done. And there, I'm done. So I'm going to add this last little navy flower there. And make sure it's stuck down really good. It kept slipping on me, so I actually have to redo it. It didn't stick down very well. And what am I doing here? Oh, I had some dried up adhesive on the inside of that cap there, so I just wanted to get that out. But that's my layout. I don't add anything else. Oh, I did. I added some of those blue gems along the clusters from Freckled Fawn. And that's it. That is my layout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you real soon. Bye.